Meet our floor fellow, Emily. As a floor fellow, it is important to be recognizable at all times. When working at the front desk or when working your on-duty shift, you should wear your Campus One polo, slacks, black jeans or non-jean skirt, and clean closed-toe shoes. The bag. Your floor fellow on-duty bag is located in the security desk office. This bag is to be kept with you at all times during your on-duty shifts. The most common on-duty shift is 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. And on the side of the bag is the floor fellow phone. Inside the bag, you will find your emergency first aid kit along with other important items like a mask and gloves. Now let's begin with the ground floor. Our floor fellow Emily is about to conduct a cleanliness check of our ground floor bathrooms. On the ground floor, we have 5 restrooms. It is important to check all 5. Before entering a bathroom of your opposite gender, you must always knock at least 3 times and announce yourself to ensure that no one is inside or caught off guard. As you can see, she is diligently checking each stall to ensure that there is no clogged toilets, to make sure that there's toilet paper there, and just the overall cleanliness of our restroom. She also checks the sinks. If you come across any issues in the bathroom, it is super important to fill out an online work order ASAP. Now, here she goes as she walks over to our common areas, which include our 2 study rooms. At this point, it is important to ensure that all the chairs and stools are accounted for. If anything is out of order, this is your time to place it back in its appropriate place. As we continue to verify, we are going to walk through our common spaces and we are simply looking for anything that may be out of place. That can be equipment for the pool tables, ping pong tables, or even resident forgotten items or trash. Again, your job while conducting rounds is to ensure the cleanliness of our spaces as well as the security. As you can see, Emily does a great job at making sure every single space is checked and clean. Now, let's take the stairs to the mezzanine level and see what our floor fellow does there. It is important to always take the stairs, not the elevator, because completing rounds is both a matter of cleanliness and security. So while Emily takes the stairs, she is able to make sure our emergency staircase is clear in the case of an emergency. Once we reach the mezzanine, you will do a cleanliness sweep of our laundry facilities and ensure that all the washing machine doors are left open in order to air out. Next, we do a cleanliness check of our mezzanine bathrooms as we did on the ground floor. So we are taking a look at the toilets and the sinks, just making sure everything's in order. And again, if you see anything such as a clogged toilet or an overflowing sink, you definitely want to send a work order ASAP. At this point, we will go into our fitness center and take a look at the area to make sure it is clean and to make sure that all the equipment is where it should be. As you can see, Emily places back any equipment that is out of place into its rightful place. Following this, you also want to check the basketball court for any balls that may be lingering on the floor. However, in this case, we can see that the basketball court is completely clean and in order. So next, we are going to go back upstairs and take a look into our cardio room and the yoga studio. Very similar, we are looking for anything that can be a hazard, like spilled water or just about anything that could be out of place. point, we are going to take the stairs up to the third floor. Again, we are checking for any hazards and just ensuring the overall safety of our staircases as we walk up to the third floor. While conducting rounds on the resident floors, it is important to also verify the specialty lounges. These lounges are located on every other floor within the property. In this case, it was locked, but generally they are open. So as a floor fellow, you must walk to each end of the hall to ensure safety and to ensure that policies such as noise disturbances and our no smoking policy are being upheld by our residents in the building. If you smell anything or hear a loud noise during quiet hours, it is important to pinpoint where it is coming from. Speak to the resident and submit a report as soon as you finish your rounds. Also, on each floor, we have our garbage and recycling area that must be checked. If at any point during your rounds you see anything suspicious like a towel pushed under the door, take a picture before knocking on the door, or if when a resident opens their door to you, you notice something covering the smoke alarm, let the resident know that you will need to take a picture before leaving, and again submit an incident report to us. Our residents' safety and comfort is important. So in this case, Emily took the elevator because we were getting tired of taking the stairs. So we are going to take the elevator up to the 19th floor. Now we've reached our 19th floor and we're going to do the exact same thing as we did on the third floor. So we're going to check our garbage and recycling, and of course we want to walk the extent of the halls as well. Now, on the 19th floor, we have our resident community kitchen. In this area, you may need to wipe down the stovetop or countertops if they are messy. And as you can see, Emily takes a look into the sinks and just places back items that do not belong where they are and puts it back in its right place. We also check the bathroom as we did before on the ground